balls in one load, matey.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Josh.
What are we watching today?
Blackbeard's Ghost.
Blackbeard's Ghost, yar matey. Tell me about that.
It came out in 1968, and it is made by Walt Disney.
Walt Disney. And we're going to be watching that today.
We're going to be watching that today because on this channel, what we do and what we try to do is we try to stick to 1920s to 1970s because I just feel that everybody has seen or reacted to the latest stuff releasing and stuff from the past. I want to get to the meat and butter of what our great-great-grandparents had for their entertainment and what they consider classics.
You heard it, meat and butter, and all the things that I believe that Blackbeard probably would appreciate.
Yes, especially the rum.
Rum, meat, and butter. That's all Blackbeard had. Actually, they probably didn't have any butter out on the open seas. That's the good time period. Everyone's watching what's going out right now. I didn't know about Blackbeard's Ghost until today. What about you?
I did not either, and I always like pirate franchises. I don't know why I consider myself, not that I consider myself to be a pirate, but there's just something amusing about the pirate genre to me, and I always look forward to that. Don't get me wrong, Pirates of the Caribbean is always fun, but I want a new pirate adventure, or in this case, an old pirate adventure that I haven't seen before.
If we haven't seen it, it's basically new. So I agree with you. I agree entirely. So let's get started with this pirate adventure. In the early years of the 18th century, lived the pirate Edward Tetch, known as Blackbeard. From the Spanish Main to the Carolinas, he wrought a bloody tale of destruction, unparalleled for its ferocity and terror. Blackbeard was killed in the sea battle off the American shore. His was followed by widespread joy when it became known the dread pirate had gone at last. Or had he?
Nice pirate voice.
Yeah, maybe. First it was the deep voice, then I thought I could give it some shanty, but I don't think I did. I didn't know they had cars back when Blackbeard was going around.
Maybe it's a time travel story.
Want gas, mister?
Yeah, fill it up.
Help yourself, will you please?
Back in the good old days when people filled up your gas for you.
I'm not a salesman. I'm the new track coach at Godolphin College.
Coach, I'm glad to know you. My name's
Oh,
Goody
there you go.
and I'm on your track squad. I'm captain.
Well,
Small world needs.
That's the end, Coach. That's Blackbeard's end.
you sure they haven't started to tear it down already?
I'll tell you, it's built mostly of odds and ends. Timbers of ships that got wrecked in the bay.
So the place is falling apart, and the team doesn't seem to be very. And he's got these guys to deal with. He's already got lots of problems, man.
That's Silky Seymour. He runs a gambling around here. He's the guy that bought up their mortgage from the bank. And if the old ladies don't come up with the loot, out they go.
Just in case you didn't know what this movie was about.
Not in favor of replacing our former track coach. Alumni insisted on one more try.
What did happen to the other track coach?
I don't know. He got to acting real weird. Talking to himself, real down in the chops.
Down in the chops. Never heard that before.
That's, 1968, right?
Right.
Yeah, down in the chops. I'll remember that one. This is back when they still use, that's like paint background. I don't know if you noticed that. Like, that's not a real sky.
Yeah, you can tell.
I don't think it's a real sky.
At Godolphin, the name of the game is football. That's what makes the mayor go around here, so...
I mean, football, you got to do lots of running and stuff too. I don't see what the issue is with track, my guy.
No, I don't want my fortune. So, just a room, Miss Snowcroft?
There's revelation here. Dark deeds and violence. Things roused up that were better left to rot.
If you'll tell me where the keys are, Miss Snowcroft,
I like how she caught his his movement with her hand there.
This happiness and content for the people of Godolphin. Sacrificed your own life in their delivery. That's all.
Yes, but
You may leave an honorarium for the care and welfare of the spirits in the bowl on your way out.
That's what I'm going to call it next time I need someone to pay me. You may leave an honorarium.
Hi.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Well, kisses, $1, right?
Well, I don't work here. I work here.
Okay, just going from one kiss.
Now, that is what I call a real good dollar kiss. Plenty of value for the money.
Would you hold this a minute, please? How
What?
would you like to try the $5 special?
That's like not how real people work. Like everyone's been addicted to this guy except for these two people so
Oh, no,
far.
I'm terribly... And unless enough money is raised tonight, this place that has been their home for so many years will pass into the hands of
They
strangers.
seem proud of it.
A fine antique plus $28.
Oh, the gentleman in the back just waved.
That's gotta be worth several $100s, if not thousands, if it's a true antique.
$100.
$100.
Do I hear?
I mean, I guess I'm sure it was worth more back then, but it wasn't that far back.
You got to remember about the price of inflation, or
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, yeah, I guess $100 was meant more back then than it is now, huh?
$5.
Well, thank you.
$10.
Now it's gonna be a bidding war here.
15. $20. 25.
$50.
55.
You just keep saying five.
$100.
But I wouldn't bid anymore if I were you.
Are there any other bids?
Well, now, why is that?
No reason. I just don't want you to, that's all.
Oh.
$100 twice.
$200.
Sold.
Dang, he's making enemies.
That's good. No problem, then.
Oh, I wish that were true. We still have another $38,000 to give Mr. Seymour before the first...
Oh, $38,000.
So anxious to get his hands on this property anyway.
How do you get that in debt?
Can tear down the inn, put up a big modern casino, and the law can't bother him.
I'm going to put you in his room. I'm sure he won't mind.
He?
Captain Blackbeard. He'd pick out the one he liked. Then he'd come here to this very table. And with his men, he'd plan how to seize it.
Well,
Andy also was looking for a what's it called? A cure for syphilis.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Did he have syphilis?
Yep, he did.
So he was trying to find the magical cure to syphilis, huh?
Yep. The problem was he needed to be in the 1930s.
Yeah, he just wasn't quite in the right time zone, huh?
Alditha was a witch, you know. She never forgave the captain for denouncing her to the authorities when they were burning Alditha at the stake.
That's quite
She put
the
a
stare.
terrible curse on him.
Wait, if I was burnt at the stake, I would be sending out some curses too if I could. Oh, did he just break the... Oh.
Yeah.
$200.
There's something in it.
Virgo, Geba,
Oh, dear.
Calto, Creed.
Does her smile get larger there?
I'd have to go back and look at it. I'd be able to tell you when I edit this for sure.
You know what it is when the lightning shows, you can see her teeth, and so it looks like she's smiling more.
Probably some chicken-livered little pipsqueak.
Chicken-livered pipsqueak, is it?
I don't think you're real. I don't think that sword is real, and I'm going to walk right through it and go to bed.
Try it, mate.
Ah.
Oh.
Okay.
That girl, she be a true witch, and I paid no heed. Oh, Alditha,
to do that to your legal spoke husband. Oh, keel hold a wife or two,
Man,
or
that
else
is a
walk
terrible
one
way
over
to
the end of
go.
the plank. Yes.
Right?
Keel hauling.
What does keel hauling do?
Basically, what they do is they tie your feet and or arms to
Uh-huh.
one side of the ship and then drag you across the other. So it's kind of like a pulley system, like a skateboard or something on like a drag rope.
Oh.
And they drag you underneath the ship. And the reason why it's so painful is because there's like barnacles and stuff under the ship, and basically they would use your skin as like a sponge or scrub.
Ah,
And it's a very painful way to die.
dang, that is not a good thing to do to people.
No one can see you except me.
That's about the shape of it, son.
So he's a ghost. He can physically interact with this guy, but he can't physically interact with anyone else or something. I'm guessing he has to follow him at a certain distance, though. Otherwise, it's not really a curse.
Oh, no. You're back, right?
That be about the measure of it, lad. I fear there's no way of being rid of dear old Blackbeard.
I forget how they do it, but that's just a set background or something.
Yeah, they did that a lot more. It was a lot easier than to go and record out there, right? Because they can get the lights perfectly and everything in a set. Nowadays, yeah, you can't use sets anymore. Everyone would pick that out so quickly.
You wouldn't have such a thing as an handkerchief on your person, would you?
I don't have a
Oh, you
handkerchief.
must do.
Do you ever
Keep
see
your
That's
hands
So
to
70
yourself.
show?
Yes, I do, and I actually do love that show, actually.
Yeah, but whenever I see a scene like this where it's obviously a screen behind them, that's the first thing I think of.
I would actually love to do that for the channel. If you guys want to see that, let us know, because I would not mind doing that for the channel if you guys don't mind it.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I've a mind to have a hand at the elves.
What, you've got another mind? Come! Oh! You're gonna kill us, you idiot!
If you guys think that that's something that is what we should watch on this channel, please let us know.
You're not a policeman! Like a...
I would, if I was him, I would just jump. I would jump out of the thing and like let it keep going.
And what is that on the seat beside you?
It looks like a bottle of rum.
It is a bottle of rum.
No, don't touch it.
Let the swab find his own rum, I say. Let go of the bottle, you idiot.
Like if he, because it seems like this guy can interact with stuff. So like just let him pick up the bottle, and the guy will see a floating bottle, and he'll think he's crazy. Yeah, let him go crazy. Be like.
It's probably... Hey, look out, will you?
5 balls in one load, matey.
I bet. He just blew up this guy's car. Okay, this cop has to know.
He blames him for what?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's obviously not this guy's fault. He's not doing that. Okay, but here's the point where you say, I don't know. This has been happening. I don't know what's going on. That's why I was running in the car.
Studying some way to get rid of poor old Blackbeard,
Now, wait a minute. Mrs. Stowcroft told me that curse. Something about you having to dwell forevermore in limbo.
Limbo.
Something.
There you go.
Until there be found in you some spark of human goodness. Did you ever pat a dog?
Dog?
Yeah.
Pet it?
Yes.
You never did
No, I
pitches.
never did.
Hey, the little old ladies, the daughters of the Buccaneers, your own kith and kin, some of them. Give them your treasure.
Why should I give them my treasure?
In helping them, you might help yourself. You might break the curse.
You know, I want to know how he attached his head back on.
Oh yeah, just ghost powers, I guess. What was he? I thought he was hung, actually.
And from what I've heard, he was shot, and then the person that shot him cut off his head. And the legend goes that his body was dumped in the sea and then it actually swam around the boat 3 times before it sank.
Huh.
And its head was tied to the mast of the ship.
Yeah, definitely. He doesn't look like that happened to him. So maybe his ghost powers put them all back together.
There ain't no treasure.
They might not know that in 1968.
The police report said they released him for lack of evidence.
Mr. Purvis. Now, we have fielded a team in the Broxton relays for the past 63 years. Oh, Professor.
Yes.
I realize that your field is child psychology. However, I'd appreciate it if you'd keep an informal eye on Mr. Walker's behavior.
Oh, certainly. It's the least I can do.
Thank you. Mr. Purvis, does it strike you as odd that sooner or later all our track coaches seem to crack up?
Do all the track coaches get cursed with Blackbeard? That's the second time they brought up that the track coaches always seem to go crazy.
You want your lads to win, don't you? I can teach you how to do it.
Oh, he's going to help him. So he's going to whip him into shape with some Blackbeard huspa.
How's that going to work?
I don't know exactly. Like, I feel like the thing of it is they have like a month. Like, even if he like yells at him a whole bunch, I don't know what they can do to get physically better at what they're doing.
We win anything, which I doubt. We're gonna do it without cheating.
Without cheating? You've never lived, boy. You don't know what life is like.
They're gonna. I mean, they should probably end up doing it with cheating, right?
Oh, I am having dinner with him tonight.
She seems to like him, even though he's talking to himself.
A little shop down on Main Street where we could get
No,
it
Professor,
fixed.
wait a minute. Wow.
Was Blackbeard gonna steal it, and it's gonna seem like he stole it?
You could probably retire.
Oh, he's gonna
off of
try
that.
to bet it, and it's not gonna work.
Well, I mean, who does he claim to be?
Blackbeard's ghost.
Wait, why is he hiding? He's invisible.
It gave me kind of a funny feeling. Waiter, did you hurt yourself?
$900.
And Daddy Dumpling.
I hope you know what you're doing.
And to finish it, Snow Queen.
He's really upsetting these people.
Farewell,
Bother me
Blackbeard,
no
bother
more.
me no more.
She's taking this surprisingly well, I will say.
Shall we?
When I opened it this morning, I found this in its place.
$900 on Godolphin. Besides, didn't you say you believed in the pirate?
As a metaphysical image, not...
Think of it as a metamorphosis person or whatever she called it.
I don't know why. Like, if I was her, my first thought would be that the waiter stole the money when he knocked the purse over the first time with the salad.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's where those guys work, and everyone knows they're a bunch of sleazy people.
I'll deal with this matter personally by bringing a victory in the sport event.
Hands off.
Get a help from me.
I was wondering if you would be kind enough to cancel the bet and give us back the money.
Do they know about this? That may become very valuable someday.
That guy's just a snake, huh? But he's doing this because he's for the old ladies. So I'd say this is his act of humanity. I just love how he went like arms up like this, like, I knew it.
They're running backwards.
Yeah, he turned him around and went the wrong way. Now that they're winning, he's gonna give in. He's gonna be like, okay, I guess.
That's kind of odd, though, don't you think?
What?
There's like a when they were in a line, and it was like a section gap where the pirate is, but if you think about it, nobody else can see him, so that section gap is just kind of weird. It would be empty.
Yeah, that gap shouldn't be there for him.
College.
I knew he'd go too far.
Nail him!
Oh no, I think he's just gonna break it.
Well, lad, what do you think of your old matey now, eh?
They could hang me for what I think of you now.
I thought I was helping you. Didn't you say yourself that if I helped them old ladies, that would contribute towards me own salvation?
You haven't helped them. You haven't helped anybody.
Haven't helped anybody. Sink me if I raise so much as a finger to help you in the future.
Poor Blackbeard. Feel bad for him now. Oh, but now the guy's gone. They're gonna lose. The old ladies are gonna lose their money.
Hangs in the balance as we come to the final event of the evening.
I don't know what we're gonna. Is he gonna have enough time to go convince Blackbeard to help?
And there's the Godolphin man laboring along in the rear. Well, don't just sit there now, you cold-hearted creep! Yes, you!
So he's gonna look like a floating flag hot dog and bottle, right?
Lap with a hot dog?
And then he's gonna get the flag for the other people. And the last guy's gonna get a bottle.
The state anchor man seems to have a bottle of. Come on!
I'm surprised how invested I'm getting in this. Oh yeah, there's no coming back from that.
Carver of Broxton, a real snatched away by Wilson of Tidewater.
Get up. That's funny. Good old Blackbeard saving the day.
I mean, the lads have triumphed, the wager's won, your wench is happy. There's enough money set aside for the old ladies. I fail to divine your reason for leaving. I just think it may be a little early for you to be striking your colours.
Strike! Come in!
Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
He just laughed and said he wasn't going to pay off. Well, he's throwing Miss Stowcroft and the others out first thing in the morning.
Proud to serve under you,
look.
sir.
Blackbeard's willing to serve under her.
Change your hearts.
She's like, he's insane. He's just accepting it. And she's like, he's insane. At least he's accepted his insanity.
I'm not letting you go to that place alone.
He's not going alone. He's going with Blackbeard. Oh, she's accepting it too? She's just accepting his insanity.
Don't want to see.
That was a weird cut.
Yeah, they're using that little...
We're here to collect the money you owe Professor Baker.
The money I owe her.
You're going to pay every cent of that money, all right?
Here's the $900 you put down on the bed. Go ahead, take it.
You know very well we need the full amount you rightfully owe us.
Professor, let me let...
So he's just trying to stall them, it looks like.
But I don't think they know. Walker and the, I'm sorry, I forget the girl's name.
I said, take the money, lad. Let the wench try her luck.
They're all cleaning it.
Therefore, a more value type.
More value
But
type
I don't
customer.
know how to gamble.
This is a good place to look.
Oh, 29's a good number.
The number is 31.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I'm forward with it anymore. Got it again.
they have a tricking
Everything
thing.
rides on number 20.
We did it! We did it!
Relax. We still got half the chips you won from the first time. One of these 10.
At least he understands electricity. Oh, he's gonna shock himself. Is that a kind of sock people used to wear?
I do not know. I've never seen
I
that.
feel like we're showing our age.
We're gonna do that a lot on this channel.
Right? If we're gonna be watching such old stuff, we're gonna be like, huh? What? What's that?
All on 11.
We did it! We did it!
Oh, he's just pressing the button.
36.
37,000.
38,000. That's enough.
Okay, Professor, give me the bag. Make with a muscle.
He's doing it.
Steve!
Get his guns.
Shoot him!
She did it. I like how quickly they picked up, like accepting that their finger guns were guns.
Hey, there's a boat down here. Come on.
There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Ainsworth. It's a pleasure to do business with you.
All of you repeat after me, please. Cree Crew.
Cree Crew.
Calto Cree.
Calto Cree.
I see. When you say those, you can see him.
Oh, I do thank you. Yet stay. It is not my wish. He played a modest part in your delivery from disaster.
Technically, I would say this was entirely Blackbeard.
If I might have that vile document.
Oh, when he burns it, is he gonna get to transition?
I, Edward Teach, was not all bad.
Oh, good old Blackbeard. He wasn't all bad.
Look after this boy. He needs help. We will not meet again.
No, they all love Blackbeard. Is he gonna like? I guess he's gonna sail into the afterlife.
I loved you even when I thought you were nuts.
Oh, yeah. No, she put up with some crazy stuff. Like I don't think I would have been able to believe what she believed. Though all I had to see was something levitating, and I would believe. But she never got exposed to any of that, at least in the beginning.
Well, they did not have good night cameras.
No, they don't. You can barely see it. That was the ghost of Blackbeard, otherwise known as Blackbeard's ghost. What did you think?
It was very, very different from my expectations going into the film.
Mm-hmm.
My thought was that we're actually gonna get to see pirate ships and some pirate battles and stuff, and all of it was on dry land, and also I didn't expect the main plot of the movie. I thought the main plot would be totally different from what it was. So
yeah. So it looks like you were expecting a pirate movie, but there was a pirate in the movie, but it wasn't a pirate movie.
Right, exactly. My expectations were completely off. So
yeah.
What did you think?
I guess I didn't really have expectations going into it. As soon as we saw the car, I realized that it was going to be probably a thing where he's like interacting in the future kind of thing with like a person. I didn't expect it to be that it was going to be like this whole thing where only he can see him and everyone thinks he's crazy. I feel like I've seen that in other movies, but just not with a pirate, where like there's someone there annoying our main character and no one else can see them or see that other person. But it's like been other characters. I haven't seen it done with a pirate before, and that was interesting in the sense that he was the personality that he was.
See, for me, I knew that was exactly what was going to happen as soon as I found out that we weren't going to travel back in time, because my initial thought when I saw the car was, oh, this guy's going to travel back through time, the main character, but that didn't happen either. So
yeah.
But I knew once I got rid of that notion, or that notion changed, I knew that that only he would be able to see the pirate.
Did you like it?
That's the funny thing. I honestly did not like the first half of this movie, basically the first half. What really got me invested in it was when I keep forgetting her name, but the main female lead character started to actually be more into the picture about her thoughts and stuff about it. And then also, what really got me into it was where I really said, okay, yes, I'm invested in this, is when she said, okay, I actually do buy this, and we join hands at the main conflict. I don't know if it's
or when they start dancing off.
Yeah, basically where they start dancing off. That's when I'm like, okay, when they were having a fight back in his cabin is when I started to actually really like this movie.
Gotcha.
The first, her not buying it, I also liked, but again, because she even states this in the movie where she is like, she believes in it as a metaphorical person.
Yeah.
And I know that you had a different take on that versus what she was saying, because you did mention that as well, not the way that I had interpreted it all along, which is the way that she interpreted it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously it was hard for her to. I think what you were saying, like the way she reacted made sense. It was more like if I was him, I don't see why not pointing out levitating stuff, right? The fact that the ghost can pick things up, I think all you need to do is get the ghost to pick something up, and then people will be like it seems. I don't know. Maybe yeah, it could be a trick, but I would believe it. But yeah, no, I think I was really starting to like it around the same time you were saying, like when they started working together to take on the gambler guys.
Right.
I also enjoyed the whole sports stadium part. I thought it was kind of funny.
At first, I was confused when it first started happening, because I don't know, I just had like a mental blockage or something. But I did like that part because he actually started to help, and then it started to turn into, okay, what can we do with this? How can we experiment with this, and the not only just in the film to make it fun, but also what can we do um, technologically with the stuff we have? Because I keep having to remind myself that this is made in 1968.
Yeah.
And so it's real fun to see what they were capable of. But I do not miss that. Don't want to call it
the
green.
painted backgrounds.
The painted backgrounds of him driving in the car with the pirate and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think any of the outdoor scenes that required good lighting and you to be able to see the sky, it was almost always a painted sky and like painted stuff in the distance.
And dark as well. And that's kind of and you can kind of tell that because we just mentioned here a second ago that they did not have good night cameras back in the 1960s, and even up until the 1990s, that was still an issue.
So if you wanted good lighting and it to be nighttime, you had to actually do it in a room that was painted to look like it was night.
Right.
That makes sense.
I mean, to me, I guess that's how they would do it. So I think we're right about that, but I'm not completely sure, and that's one way to get around it. So
yeah, I think that's what the whole stage setups were. I mean, it's just not too hard to notice the paint, you know. Like you said, I mean, they had the technology they had, and they still made it work. I mean, it still came together as a movie, you know. I mean, had all the scenes. They were able to get people to fly around and get knocked out, and they destroyed stuff and had some interesting, like that part where the guy was running in air,
right,
and then he dropped him right where he's able to go. Like that was must have been an interesting thing to come up with how they were going to do that and make it look fairly realistic on camera.
And we could tell, you know, when they went up in the air and stuff like that, just because of how they did it and stuff like that, which made us laugh.
I know, it was funny. Like that's the thing, right? Anything that dated like that, you would think that was like poorer quality editing because it was older. It's kind of funny though now, right?
Right.
Well, that's good. I think it was a good movie all in all. Well, what would you rate it?
Ooh, that's very, very tough because, like I said, I only like the second half of this. That is very, very tough. I would say if I was gonna rate it, which I'd probably give it maybe a 7.
A 7? I'd give it a 7 too. I'd give it a solid 7. What would you guys think would be the rating? Let us know in the comments below what if y'all liked the movie, or if anyone else that's seen this movie was expecting a different kind of pirate movie than what we got.
Right, because that was definitely, you know, something that we touched upon. But I would, like you just said, I would be curious to hear your feedback, and also if we do have older readers and you were fortunate enough to see this in theaters, or if you saw it, you know, outside of theaters. What did you guys think of it?
It's available on Disney Plus if anyone wants to take a look at it.
We'll be doing the next movie very, very soon. So I hope you guys do stick around for that. And do like, comment, and subscribe for more content from us as well.
Nothing but good content going to be pumped out here. All about old movies. If you're interested in that, this is your place.